It's the Stand Up Sit Down with special guest Theo Manhattan and your host Dan Pena.
Hey, welcome to the Stand Up Sit Down, everybody. I'm your host Dan Pena. This week, wow. Multiple whistleblowers have come forward to corroborate Donald Trump's phone call into Ukraine into investigating the Bidens, which is ridiculous. To call them whistleblowers, you're adult tattletales. Snitches get stitches, don't forget that. What are you going to be when you grow up, Jerry? I'm going to be an astronaut. What about you, Chris? I'm going to be a firefighter. Steven? I'm going to be an asshole. Seriously, nobody likes a tattletale. That joke's like 2 weeks too old. Moving on, associates of former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani were arrested this week for alleged campaign finance violations. I feel like if you have a nefarious plan, don't get henchmen that look exactly like henchmen. Of course one of their names is Igor. These guys look like they have black belts in fake karate. Like, if you're in the business of hiring henchmen, maybe get somebody that doesn't look like a cheap Bond villain. Maybe get someone like, I don't know, Bert and Ernie. No one would ever suspect them, not because of how wholesome they are, but because they're puppets. I mean, who's going to accuse the puppets that take baths together of campaign finance violations? Not me. I'm progressive. I'd leave those guys the hell alone. Oh, you guys, it's feeling a little bit more like fall. Instagram stories are full of pictures of sweaters, pumpkin patches, and Los Angeles brush fires. Police are still investigating the cause of the Sandalwood fire, narrowing it down to a possible faulty power line or a flaming pile of trash dumped at the side of the road moments before the fire started. Now, I'm not a betting man or a detective, but I'm willing to bet my next paycheck it was the flaming garbage. Hell, I would bet the farm it was the flaming garbage. In the end, I can't think of a better metaphor for how the Dodgers season ended. You guys, we've got a fantastic show for you. Comedian Theo Manhattan is here, so whatever you do, do not go away. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Theo Manhattan. Hey. Great to see you, man. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Wow. Hey,
Good
easy.
to be here. Yeah.
Easy.
You can all sit. Please.
Too good. Too kind.
Take a seat.
Hey, thanks so much, man.
Absolutely.
Dan.
I'm so excited to have you on. It's been a while.
It's what an adventure.
Yeah.
I know. I haven't seen you since when I was at Grannison's house.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you from across the aisle.
Yeah, and you guys were just chilling on the porch.
Yep.
It's like stoop kid's afraid to leave his stoop kind of thing.
Yeah, we were doing illicit things on the porch.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just doing our definitely legal things.
Yeah. I tried to keep it mums, but that's all you, man.
You know
That's all
what?
you.
I have to learn to be fearless, so.
Yeah. What part of Minnesota are you from?
Rochester. Home of the Mayo Clinic.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you guys have heard of it. Hey, fantastic. Yep. Born there in 1991.
Cool.
And raised there. Lived there like my whole life till the last year or so when I lived in Minneapolis. Then I headed out.
Oh, nice.
Got tired of the Midwest grind.
How long were you in Minneapolis?
From September to December.
Okay. Very short.
Yeah.
Very short while.
Total long story of toxicity and cold, but I had a really weird Halloween there. It was
What does that mean?
the weirdest Halloween I've ever had. I had I got a Lego morph suit.
Okay.
I was so excited about that costume too.
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
It's a morph suit. It's like
Yeah.
next level Halloween costume. But a few weeks later, I got broken up with because I was planning on going in the morph suit. But you're not going to waste a morph suit, right?
Yeah.
You're still going to go out there.
Hell yeah.
And I had no other plans except the ones that I had a few days prior. But all I did was I ended up walking to the bar in the cold.
Okay.
And then, of course, they had to see my ID. They were like...
And you're like, oh, I don't have it on me. Just believe that I'm 21. Yeah.
I just built him a new ID. and then I went in there and I had a couple drinks, and I'm a lightweight kind of.
Same.
Yeah, but it's nice.
Yeah, because it means that we're the first ones at the party. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, everyone else is like doing that awkward, like, oh, do I mingle? What do I do? You and I were like bombed already.
Like, look.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, let's talk about your hot sister.
Yeah. I got kind of really buzzed, and then it got hot in the mask, and there's no way to breathe really. So I was walking back through the snow, and I threw up in my mask.
You're just like, oh god,
It was like,
everywhere.
and then I was just so down about it that I just accepted it. I was just like, because I committed to the costume.
Yeah.
And then all I imagined that even in that moment were people walking toward me and seeing a Lego man
What is
making
that
puking
smell?
sounds, and just seeing their childhood dreams stumbling through the snow.
I think our dog just did an impression.
I think he did. It's a gory story. Horrible Halloween, but it had to be done.
I'm so sad. It's everywhere.
Mom, why is that Lego man the thing I play with puking?
What got you into comedy?
Oh man. So I worked in car warranty sales for a while.
Really?
Yeah. The stories. What worst job I think you can ever put somebody through? I mean, there's nothing like already calling people gives you anxiety. Right?
Oh yeah.
Because like especially strangers, like add strangers to that.
Yeah.
And then add Dan having to tell them about their car and then that they should drop $3,000 on a car warranty.
Yeah.
For their '98 Honda.
Yeah, I can't even stand talking to my girlfriend on the phone. I just kind of stick to texting.
Yeah. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. That was the host. There.
Producer Annie's pissed right now.
But yeah. So there was this fantastic lady that I used to work with named Rebecca O'Brien, who's
Cool.
another actress. She's been on The Middle and stuff like that. And we would talk every morning before meetings and whatnot. And then she was like, "Oh, Thea, you're so silly. You should try stand-up." Nice. And I'm like, "Oh, no, that's so scary." Because it sounds terrifying.
Well, is it?
Yeah. So then she had to like coerce me and like put me in a headlock just to get me to do 5 minutes at her show. And,
Okay. So you just
I
did it
put
willy-nilly.
something
No
together.
classes or anything. You're just like, well, I guess I'm going to tailor 5 minutes together.
If she trusted in me that much, I was like, I'll dig something out of the psyche. And what I remember talking about was absolute BS. Like it was pretty bad, and I totally bombed. But
Okay.
then she came up to me after that. She was like, "Hey, Thea, you had fun?" I was like, I brought 2 people too.
Oh, nice.
And then they never talked to me again.
So it was a bringer.
Yeah. But I didn't know it was a bringer at the time. See, this.
For those of you that are watching, a bringer show is when you have to bring a certain amount of people that the producer tells you to bring, otherwise you just don't go up.
Well, and I
get
didn't
scrapped.
bring enough, but she didn't like get on my case about it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, like she was cool.
Yeah.
This was my like perception of comedy at the time. I was like before I moved here, I was watching like Bill Hicks documentaries.
Okay.
And whatnot, and he was like, "Oh," and then he went to the Comedy Store and performed. I was like, "Whoa, the Comedy Store! Like,
Yeah,
that's
that
like
magical
the place to be."
Yeah.
Like if you're there, you must be like the best.
He's got his name on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, doing comedy in general just sounds like something that millionaires do or like famous people do. So I was
I
like,
mean, they do.
yeah. I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
You know? And then, so when she asked me to do the show, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm doing it!" And I think like Ian Edwards was on the lineup.
Your
and stuff
first
like that.
show was at the store?
No, my second show was.
That's cool as hell,
It
man.
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But my Brian Kiley headlined actually the
nice.
first show, and it was like he's the head writer of Conan.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was like, I'm going to go up on stage, I'm going to do my set, and then Brian Kiley's going to come up and offer me a job on Conan. He's like, oh, you were... In my mind, I was picturing Brian Kiley like, hey, Theo, you were so great. You want to be on Conan?
Yeah, here you go. The job is yours.
Yeah.
Take off your shirt.
Whoa.
You want to be a star.
This is the life. Yeah, so like you get all these perceptions, and then that happened, and I didn't get on Conan. But then Rebecca came up. She's like, "Did you have fun?" I was like, "Yeah, I did for what it was." And then she's like, "You want to do my show at the Comedy Store on Thursday?" It was like 3 days.
Yeah.
I was like, "What? But don't only legends play there?" Like,
And now...
I'm not ready for the Store. She's like, "Nah, you're fine." With the same kind of confidence. I was like, and now I'm at the Store doing a show in the main room.
Yeah.
With like Kirk Fox and Matt Edgar. And just like all these, I think Kate Quigley maybe was on it.
Love Kate Quigley.
She's great.
Yeah.
And I didn't think much of it. And it was like a great set, but that was the set that I fell in love with comedy.
I saw that you did a short called Farrah, which is in post-production.
Oh, you did some research.
I always do
You dug
research.
through those IMDbs.
Tell us a little bit about Farrah. Or are you like NDA'd up?
No, it's not ND. It's exciting. It's my first short film, I think, like proper short film that I'm in. It was
Cool.
directed by Ian McDonald, who's Australian, so it was like young and charming and Australian.
That's awesome.
Lead actor Emily Nicole Kirk, who we both know.
Yeah.
And I actually played her love interest. It was a 10-minute like drama, and basically,
Yeah, she plays Farrah, the lead.
Farrah is it all takes place in a flower shop, basically. So
You play Theodore?
Yeah.
What a stretch! What a tough name.
Such a hard cast.
Yeah.
I think just any Theo I should be cast for.
Yeah.
This makes sense. But it all takes. Emily plays a flower shop worker, and then her coworker is Hannah, and she plays her friend, like kind of this vacuous, aloof coworker who like is her only friend in LA.
Yeah.
So
Strange.
yeah, what a powerful story.
Yeah.
And then
You have invoked the spirits of Farrah.
Yeah. You are NDA. And then
We'll strike you down if you spoil the plot.
if Hollywood was that powerful.
Yeah. Oh, they are. They are.
It was my first drama, drama that I filmed for, I guess. But the director like really showed me how to. And Maddie was a director too on it, but they really showed me how to like get in the zone, and they really brought that out of me. But I basically like keep going in the shop, and then like it's just like an awkward kind of exchange. Like I get flowers, and then it's the awkward thing, and then love happens.
Oh, and by love, you mean sex.
10-minute love.
10 minutes. 10-minute sex scene.
Yeah.
You're delivering a pizza, and then boom, it just
Flowers,
kinda,
for originality.
Flowers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Farrah, yep, we're still doing ADR on it and things
That's
like
cool.
that. So and then Emily, when she's not at the flower shop in the film, she's doing stand-up.
Oh, nice. What a stretch.
Yeah, right. Life experience.
Yeah. So you work for Disney now.
I'm a slave to Mickey.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
I couldn't be happier. It's a show called Coop and Cammy Ask the World. We're on season 2. And I play a skating rink employee named Travis. And it happens to take place in Minnesota,
What?
of all places.
Yeah,
My
you
whole
just
life is
keep-
being connected.
It's just following you.
No, Disney's been treating me great.
Good.
It's on Disney Plus and Disney Channel for streaming, And we have a few episodes left that we're taping for it, and then hopefully a season 3. I don't know.
That would be great.
I
That
don't
would be
know.
great. I have a game I would like to play with you.
Great segue.
It
All
is.
right.
It is a Disney game.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure you're familiar with the game Marry, Kill, Fuck. Right?
Yeah, where could this go? Yeah.
Okay. It's Disney. We can't do that.
You're like Marry, Kill, Fuck Disney edition for the
Yes.
kids.
Well, it's Marry, Curse, Kiss.
Oh, wow, nice twist.
That's how we do it.
All right.
'Cause I don't want to get you in trouble with
Marry, Curse,
with the mouse.
Kiss. Okay.
Yeah. Marry, Curse, Kiss.
I love this.
Okay.
I thought
And-
this was going to be trivia, and then I was screwed.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that to you. However, I have made it a little bit challenging because we're playing with Disney princesses.
Oh, I love
Okay.
it. Absolutely.
So we're gonna go old school first.
Great.
Marry, Curse, Kiss. Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora. Think about it and why.
Okay. So, marry Cinderella? No.
No, that's no judgment.
No, marry Snow White. Marry Snow
Okay.
White. Because she has dwarves she can invite for holidays.
Yeah.
Um,
So extra presents.
oh, yeah. For
extra
sure.
extra food.
Yeah.
If it's like, a party.
And she just seems like her name's Snow White. That just
Yeah.
seems like a great person to get to know for the rest of your life.
And she'd probably be a good roommate too.
Absolutely. She has birds that clean the house.
Yeah. You
just-
never have to do it. She
Yeah.
hires nature.
Snow White doesn't even have to do it. Her and I could have quality time together, and
Yeah.
then the birds can do it.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So
kiss Cinderella,
Kiss Cinderella.
and then
curse.
I just by default I have to curse Aurora. I hate to, but can't have too much great hair. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Ariel, Jasmine, and Belle. Marry, Curse, Kiss.
Well, look, I feel like Jasmine could show me a whole new world, a whole new fantastic point of view.
No one to tell her no.
Nowhere to
Where
go.
to go.
You know what? I'm gonna curse Ariel. She's been through it before. Why not again?
She's resilient.
Yeah. She's like, it's nothing she can't handle.
Okay.
And then if she's under, I can't be under the sea.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like me and like being in what like I can be on the sand, but like the
Yeah.
ocean scares me.
Yeah.
I like looking at it, but there's jellyfish.
What
and
if,
the
what
sharks.
if what if you did like a reverse Little Mermaid though, and you became a merman, kind of to the tune
Can't
of
do-
like what's the DC character's name?
Aquaman?
Aquaman.
I can't do it. It just doesn't sound appealing. So there.
The pruny fingers doesn't do anything for you.
Marry Jasmine
Yes.
for the whole new world and fantastic point of view, and no one to tell us no and nowhere to go.
So you'd kiss Belle.
Yeah,
You'd
absolutely.
kiss Belle, and Ariel is
Yeah, because I could kiss Belle, and then pots and pans would cheer, and things would be super happy.
yay.
There's just the beast to deal with,
Yeah.
but,
But what happens outside the castle?
stays in the castle.
Okay, we got some honorable mentions here.
Okay.
They don't qualify necessarily as princesses.
Okay.
Some of them are honorable princesses. Tinkerbell is an honorable princess.
I can see that.
She, even though she's not a princess, Mulan is an honorable princess because technically she married a general's son.
I get
not
that,
the
yeah.
emperor's.
I'm down.
And then Minnie Mouse, who I think is queen of Disney.
Well, I mean, I'd have to marry Minnie Mouse just for the nepotism purposes.
Yeah.
And then,
Which would effectively make you Mickey, I guess.
that's
That'd
true.
that'd
Turn
make
me
you
into a mouse.
That'd make you the king.
Oh boy. And then, but the, you know what? Curse Mulan?
Really?
Yeah, the idea of cursing Tinkerbell sounds awful. That just sounds like a cardinal crime.
Yeah.
Because she's too pure.
Yeah.
So I would kiss Tinkerbell? That
Yeah.
just seems great.
I
to
would
kiss a fairy.
I would kiss the hell out of Tinkerbell.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, just again, I don't
She's
want
got
to
thighs.
curse Mulan.
She's got thighs for days. Tink does.
Leg day from all the
Oh
flying.
yeah.
Just by default.
From all the flying.
Just by default, cursing Mulan. But I don't want to either.
See, I would do the opposite with Mulan and Minnie. I don't think I would be. I would probably blow my brains out having to hear her voice all the time.
Oh, for sure. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
You know what? Then I changed
And
my answer.
Mulan had to like emulate a dude, so I think she would be like really cool to hang out with.
She is as swift as a raging river.
Yeah, she is. And she's friends with a dragon. Mushu.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Marry Mulan,
Yeah.
curse Minnie.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Curse Minnie.
Still kiss Tinkerbell.
You've got a tour coming up.
Yeah.
Please tell us
good
about
plugs.
it. Yeah.
All right, so this tour is for the Spirit of the Law Awards, and the Spirit of the Law Awards is from the brainchild of Ronnie Emil, who's a pro bono lawyer / veteran, and his job is to get all the benefits that veterans in law enforcement are having a tough time getting doing their job. So he fights for their benefits and makes sure that they get their fair share. And just have a livable life of retirement, being a happy veteran. So,
But this is going to take you to New York.
yeah, that's where it's ending.
Speaking of New York,
Yeah.
segue.
Manhattan takes Manhattan. And so our first date is September 22nd, next Sunday, at the Hollywood Improv, main room. I'm hosting for some of the dates, and I'm featuring the rest of the dates.
That's cool.
There's actually one big date that I'm hosting for.
Ooh.
I can't say what it is yet, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm losing it because of how big it is.
Wow.
But
If I guessed it, could you like wink at me?
no, I couldn't even.
Even then, you can't.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it. But it will be announced, and it will be insane.
Good.
Absolutely insane.
Good.
So we're doing like as many states as we can that have comedy clubs.
Yeah.
But right now we have.
You told me before the show that you might even be going to Texas.
We
My
will
home
for
world,
sure. Yeah. And starts in California. We have about 10 dates lined up right now. I'm waiting on a few more to confirm. But it's going to take us to Texas, to Florida. We have some dates. We have Boston, a couple dates. We have North Carolina. We're hooking up.
Where can people see you? Like what website can they go to?
Good website. Well, you can just go on my social media. That's where I post everything, and that's on Instagram at The Most Relatable Man, and Facebook Theo Manhattan. But my headliner is Liam Brunley, and Liam Brunley's a national headliner, and he's also a movie star. He was in a movie with Halle Berry and Jake Gyllenhaal, and you can find him at Liam Brunley on both sites. But we're gonna have the time of our lives. It's ending in New York, and we're gonna be playing all the major clubs in New York. We're also gonna be doing like another huge show there that's going to be most likely televised.
That's so cool.
So
cool.
It's going to be tons of media involved and whatnot throughout the whole tour. It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm really grateful to be a part of it.
So you're hitting up Caroline's, Gotham,
The Stand,
Yeah.
Broadway,
All the good stuff.
all of Dangerfields,
Yes.
Comedy Cellar.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
So it's things are bubbling. Well, we already have I think as of now 10 dates, but those are growing as we speak.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Please give it up for Theo Manhattan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Too
you.
kind.
Yeah. The dog and Annie.